Oh, Big Joy, you're welcome. Happy Mothering Sunday. Oh, you look amazing, Mommy. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We're celebrating mothers today. They're coming back from Mothering Sunday service. Yeah, I know. Today might be a little bit tricky for this live stream because I know people will be celebrating, and when they finish, some people will go out with their families or have something to do with their families. But it's okay. I will just see how we go on. If we get people, we'll continue. If we don't, we just do a short one and finish. No problem. I hope you had a nice time in your church today at the Mothering Sunday. Jehovah, you never lie. Original God, you never fail. I said, Jehovah, you never fail. Jehovah, you never lie. Original God, you never fail. If you have an handkerchief, I want you to swing it to the air. Hallelujah. Don't have handkerchief. Are you ready to praise God? I don't know what I do. I don't know what I do. I don't know what you see. That is the why. That is the why. That is the why. That is the why. That's the why. I hope it's not going to just be me and you today. I have been craving for party rice and craving certified and craving certified today in the church. Okay, so they do that in the church now. They bring rice in the church on Mothering Sundays. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. I remember. Let me sit down a bit. Let's chat a bit before people come. I remember years ago when obviously when I was younger, is the bazaar. It's not even the Mothering Sunday. I can't remember anybody bringing food to the church on Mothering Sunday. Is during bazaar. They normally cook this bazaar jollof rice, and the taste of that bazaar jollof rice, you can't beat it. So we look forward to bazaar. But for Mothering Sunday, it's only our moms who cook in the house, but not in the church. But obviously, things have changed. Things have changed. Yeah. Okay. Fantastic. There's a song somebody sent to me. Let me play that song. I love it. Oh, blessed are the countryside. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. I was saying that I think today, because it's Mothering Sunday, we may not have a lot of people, so it might be a short one. But yeah, all in all, I just want us to do this live stream today. And for me, Mothering Sunday, do you celebrate that in Ghana today? Blessed? Is Mothering Sunday celebrated? Is it a big thing in Ghana? Enough rice and drinks. Right, okay. Make contributions for that. Okay. I think that's a good one. That's a good way for everybody to enjoy and eat together. That's really good. That's good. So, Blessed, did you do Mothering Sunday in your church in Ghana today? Is it the same? Because I think some churches do their own differently. Some countries, obviously, I know of America do their own in Americans do their own in May. So it's all different for different people. So yeah, it's all different for different people. I've already shared myself out, but as I said, I'm not surprised at what is going on today, because people, even when people finish, they still go out with their family or stuff like that. We have been out. I actually had a massage. Oh my God, I had a full body massage. No, okay, you don't do it in Ghana. So you don't do Mothering Sundays at all in Ghana? Oh, really? So what happens? You don't celebrate it at all? Blessed? Let me know. Oh, that's interesting to know. You don't celebrate it at all? Or do you have other that day that you celebrate it? We do, but not today. Okay, that's fine then. That's why, as I say, a lot of people, I think it's only very few, I think Anglicans here in the UK and back in Nigeria are celebrating it today. Others are not celebrating it today. I think the Roman Catholic people, we have a drink. Roman Catholic people, I don't think they celebrate it today. I don't think they celebrate it today. So there's this song somebody sent to me. Let me sing it. Let me play it. I was just battling with my rapper up and down today. Mine is a skirt. I don't know whether you can see. It's a long skirt. So what I did, I have a long skirt, then the blouse, and this is the wrapper I can just put on top if I want. So I made it easier for myself. So I did the skirt. The skirt looks like wrapper. Yeah, but I can just wear it only with the blouse, and then I can just use this one to put on top if I want. Oh, that's exactly what BJ said when she came in and saw me. Thank you, my people. Thank you. Sweet mother, there is no one like you. Yes, so dance with me. He finished. Why would you have to finish? Health and Fitness A to Z. Welcome in. Sweet mother, there is no one like you. Sales by Yuma. Welcome. Thank you. Sales by Yuma. You're welcome. Health and Fitness A to Z. Welcome. Right, my people, let me sit down a bit so I can tell that today. Let me see if I can do this and sit up more. That's better. Here today, because it's Mothering Sunday, we may not have a lot of people in the house, and we may not belong as well. Yes, happy Mother's Day to you. Tales by Yuma, thank you so much. And health and fitness, thank you for that. And I hope you all are having a good day. This morning, when it comes to Mother's Day or Mothering Sunday, I tend not to over celebrate it. I tend not to do that because let me tell you a little bit of my own story. By the way, thank you every one of you who were here on Wednesday to celebrate my birthday with me. I'm going to do a proper sit-down video about that birthday because I was overwhelmed. But I just want to say this thank you to those of you who were there on Wednesday and celebrated with me. And those who were not able to be there as well, you're all very appreciated. I said I was going to tell some stories that day, but other events took over, and I couldn't tell any story about my growing up because when you celebrate, now I'm in my 60s, I did not just become into my 60s like that. I had to go from 1 year, 2 years, 3, 4, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 before I got to my age. And along the line, obviously, along the years, things happened, both good and bad ones, and that we have to deal with these things. Happy belated, thank you. Yes, it was a Wednesday. Oh my God. If you have time, health and fitness A to Z, if you have time, it's on Ifechi family. You can replay it and see. We had so much fun. It was hilarious, honestly. I haven't gotten over that day. It was really so much fun. Those of them here who were there that day will tell you it was too much fun. I was well celebrated to my own amazement. I could not believe it. It was, you wouldn't even know that it's not a round figure birthday. Because normally when it's a round figure birthday like 50, 40, 50, 60, there's a big celebration. But this one is not even halfway. But still, the celebration was too much, and the testimonies, I love to listen to living testimonies. Living testimonies, meaning when the person is alive, I love to listen to living testimonies and not when people pass away. Then people will start talking, saying things. I don't really like that. I like to celebrate people, tell people how I feel about them while they are alive. And that's exactly what happened on Wednesday, 4 days ago. And today, 10th of March, is actually my sister, my immediate senior sister. It's her birthday today as well. She normally comes here from time to time then. Yeah, but I'm sure she's with her family having a birthday celebration, so she wouldn't join us today. But today is also her birthday, so we'll just remember her as well as she celebrates. So both of us, those days, parents, they always space children. And they had us like the same month, but just 4 days apart. So both of us celebrate our birthday the same time, and I have two sisters who also celebrate in May. Both of them were born in May. So when I say that I don't celebrate Modern Sunday a lot, I celebrate it, but I make sure that I don't overdo things on Modern Sunday, because I remember myself growing up. Because my own mom, those of you who know me, have known me for a while on this channel, I've told this story before. But for the benefit of people who recently connected with me, I'll tell you as well, like tells Baima, she newly connected with me, so I don't even think she knows anything about me and my background. Health and fitness A to Z as well, to some extent. She's connected with me for a while, but I don't think she's been in any live stream where I told my story of how I grew up and how I lost my own mom at the age of 17. I was only 17 and mom was only 48. 48. That's why when I have any birthday, I celebrate it as if it's the biggest birthday of my life. Because to have a mother who had 7 children and she never saw any of her grandchildren, between me, my sisters and brothers, we have up to nearly maybe 30-something grandchildren now. But my mom passed without seeing any of them. That's why I always say to people, today I want us to talk as women. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of people in the house. I would have loved us to have more people in the house, because I want us to talk as women, whether you're married or not married, whether you have children or you don't have children yet. It's important for every woman to listen to what we are going to be saying today. But it's okay, even if we don't have enough people in the house, I'll still go on and share what I want to share. And as people come in, they can listen or people can replay, because I do replay a lot of people's live stream to understand what went on. So I'm sure some people will replay this live stream. So we'll just go on as normal. But before then, let us have a word of prayer. I always like to start my live stream with a word of prayer, and then I can tell you this story about me growing up and about losing my mom at that young age of 17. We're 7 and I'm number 5. So that means I have 2 younger sisters who were obviously younger than 17 when our mom passed. But before then, let us just have a quick word of prayer, because it's important to always commit whatever we do to God in prayer. So, Father, we thank you for today. This week on Wednesday, I celebrated my birthday. Today, a day after that, it was International Women's Day. Today, it is Modern Sunday in some parts of the world and in some churches. Not every place are celebrating today. And also today is my immediate senior sister's birthday, plus others who are celebrating birthdays today, or who are going to be celebrating this week or for this month of March. We thank you for everyone. Thank you. It has been a fully packed week with celebrations here and there. We thank you for that. We pray that we'll continue to celebrate. That celebration will not depart from us. That when there's any need for anyone to celebrate, that we will try as much as possible to celebrate with people who celebrate, rejoice with people who rejoice, is in the Bible. And when people are mourning, also mourn with them. What is not good is when people are celebrating, you don't see people. But once they hear that somebody passed away, everybody will try to be there. I don't understand it. So I pray that as we celebrate, that we'll continue to celebrate. For the rest of this year, there will be more celebrations in one way or the other. So I pray for everybody present here at the moment, those who are going to join us later on. those who are going to replay this live stream, everybody is covered in this prayer. I pray that that God will meet everyone at the point of their needs. And whatever their issues are, whatever their needs are, Father, that you are going to provide for them. Things are very rough and expensive in all parts of the world, but we use our country, Nigeria, as a point of contact to pray and ask that you have mercy. What is going on there at the moment is not making anyone happy. So we pray for Nigeria. Pray for people. Look at VJoy Special, Tales by Emma, and whoever else going to join us from Nigeria. It's not easy. They spend a lot of money on data. I know in diaspora, we also spend on internet, but it's not comparable. So I pray for our country, Nigeria. Use this time to pray for our country, Nigeria. Sometimes I don't even know what to pray anymore because of the way things are going on over there. But we must not cease in prayers. So we pray and hand over everything to you. And once again, we pray for every mother. Every woman is a mother. Whether you have biological children or you don't, every woman is a mother. So this today, as we celebrate Mothering Sunday, that every woman will know that they are celebrated. And I thank you for everyone and every woman who has young children, that they will know that they have huge responsibilities because these children are looking up onto them to see how they behave, what they say, what they do. So it's a big responsibility to be a mother raising up children. And may all mothers not fail in their roles. As we celebrate, let it be a time of reflection as well for us mothers to ask ourselves questions. Am I doing the right thing? Am I being a good mother to my children? Am I being a good wife to my husband? Am I being a good mother to every other person around me? Because it's not only our biological children that are our children. Everyone around us that see us as a mother figure, we have to be mothers to them. So that means that in any woman, we have so many children. We may have a few biological children, but we have lots and lots of non-biological children. And that is how God has created us. So I pray that God will help us to do our jobs as mothers, as women, with wisdom, and be that kind of woman that Proverbs chapter 31 talks about. Thank you, Lord, for today. We may not be too long on this live stream, depending on how many people turn out up here, but for the few that are here, I ask that you bless them, bless their families, bless those who are going to join us, bless those who are going to replay this live stream. In Jesus' name I've prayed. Amen. Amen. Okay. So, yes, thank you for joining me in that prayer. Thank you, my people. So as I was saying, I was only 17. My two younger ones were 15 and 13 because our parents gave 2 years between each of us, all 7 of us. And so I was in secondary school with my junior sister. And the first time I've ever known my mom to be unwell. My mom is quite plump like myself. And she started losing some weight. And, I was so young, I didn't really understand what was going on. But to cut the long story short, she went into hospital. One thing led to the other. In those days, I'm talking about the 70s, late 70s, when this happened. And we lost her. It was before I lost my mom at that age of 17. I don't understand when people say that people passed away. I'm like, how? Why? I thought people were supposed to live at least 100 years. Then we passed away. I did not until I lost my mom. And then until 2000 to now is 24 years, isn't it? Yes. Until I lost my mom at the age of 17, And until I lost my immediate junior sister 24 years ago, at a very young age of 37, I now sat up. I'm like, this is real. So people can pass away that young, 37 years. My mom was only 48. I'm like, what's going on? That was when I actually sat up my people to know that people can actually pass away at any age. That is no longer old people. Because, because before then, I always thought that it's only old, yes, 17 years, you were too tender. Yeah, I was. And, but do you know what? Before my mom passed away, even though I was 17, I think she did a good job by instilling what she needed to instill inside me as a growing up young girl. Although those days, their family planning is now you're seeing your period. If you go near any man, you become pregnant. That's their own family planning. But I got it, whatever another thing she instilled in us before she passed. Even at that young 17, when my mom passed, thank God for our dad. Our dad became the mother and the father. And 7 of us, there were 6 of us girls and only 1 son. And people kept saying to my dad, these are girls. Stop wasting your money training them. Let them go and get married. Concentrate on your son, the only son. My dad retired as a chief inspector of police. He was a bit educated, so he understood what it means to raise his children, whether boys or girls. So my dad said to them, God gave me more girls and only 1 son, and I'm going to train all of them to any level they want to get up to, unless any of them don't want to go up to university level. But I'm prepared that all my girls will go up to university level. I'm going to make sure that they achieve what they have to achieve as children and not being labeled girls. Those girls, leave them to go and get married. The way people talk down on girls those days. I thank God that things are changing a bit now to people to understand that children should be children and not labeled boy or girl, and not raising boys up to be in the living room or playing football while the girls are in the kitchen with their mom. It's no longer the case now because things have changed. We had only boys. Myself and hubby, we only had boys. As most of you who know me here will know, we had 4 boys. They're all men now, getting married, having their own children. If I said, oh, they are boys, they will go and be playing football, who would have done all the house chores and help in the kitchen and teach them how to cook? Because all of them can cook. They can cook. Yes, they may not be able to cook the native things like that, but they can cook because they know that it's no longer girls go to the kitchen, boys go and play football. No. And some of the boys who were raised like that they are causing problems in their families because they come in there and they still have that mentality of women should be the one in the kitchen. And that's why some marriages are failing today, especially in the diaspora, where we don't have maids, we don't have house helps, and the husband will expect the wife to still go to work. Same with my dad. He had 5 girls and sent all to school, despite what people thank you. Exactly, health and fitness, yes. When you have educated father or father with wisdom, okay, blessed, you're back. You're not here. Okay, I've been telling my story. I don't know whether you've got any of the stories I've been telling. I just decided, because when I did my birthday, I said I'm going to tell some stories, but you were there that day, blessed, so you could see there was so much going on. I didn't even have time to tell any stories. So today, as we celebrate Mothering Sunday, I thought I'll share some of these things because I said, yes, I'm dancing and celebrating mothers today. I'm saying that I don't overdo it because I know people today who are crying, who are unhappy because they've either lost their mom this year, last year, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. So that's why when I celebrate Mothering Sunday, I celebrate it, but I don't rub it in too much because I know that it's not everybody that will be happy today. And I use myself and my sisters and brother, obviously, at the time as, an example. When we lost our mom, blessed, I was saying mom was only 48 when she passed. I was 17. My youngest sister was 13. So we are very young. My oldest sister was only 24. So 24 is still young. So she assumed the responsibility of being a mother to all of us. She was my sister that came. She's my sister that came to visit some time ago. I did a video with her when she came. She was the professor at Uniben. If my father had listened to those people, even my sister that passed away, she was a PhD holder. She passed at 37, but she was already a PhD holder. She died as Dr. Mrs. My eldest sister is a professor at Uniben at the moment. I have two sisters in America. I have another sister in Nigeria. My brother is in Nigeria. So if my dad had listened to them and say, oh, they are girls, let them get married, maybe where we are today, we may not be there. What we did for our dad before he passed, we may not be able to do it. Because yes, we lost our mom early, but God kept our dad for us until the age of 91 before he passed. He passed 10 years ago now at the age of 91. And that was a huge blessing for us because we were able to at least look after him, what we could not do for our mom, we did for our dad. Yemisi's variety. Yemisi, chat me up on IG, please. Chat me. You live in Nigeria, don't you? Chat me up on IG. I looked up you up on IG. I couldn't find you. Yemisi, my IG is just at Ifechi Family. Yeah, at Ifechi Family. You're welcome. Happy Sunday. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm just telling a little bit of story because today is Mothering Sunday, and as I said, yes, I'm dressed up in my Mothering Sunday. I've been dancing, I've been playing music. I'm going to still dance more, but I thought I would sit down and tell this story that I did not tell on my birthday because you are there at EMC. You saw what happened that day. We were so busy with other things, so we did not have time for me to tell this story I'm telling now, because I needed to tell this story so people will know that yes, we are celebrating today. Most of us are mothers, grandmothers today, but there are still some people who don't have their mom, who are young, and their mom passed like I was several years ago at the age of 17. So myself and my sister, my immediate junior sister, were in secondary school. Each time there's Mothering Sunday, what do? We just go in a corner and we cry. Even thinking about it now, even as a mother and as a grandmother, talking about it now, tears are coming into my eyes. What happened those days? The way other people's mom, they will cook all this lovely jollof rice. Rice will be smelling everywhere. They'll come and see their children. We did not have anybody. And we're just wondering, what's this? We're only 17 and 15. Our own mothers should be here with bringing. Now I'm tearing up. I don't know why. Even though it's many years ago, you can see, you never get over a loved one. But something happened. There was a lady, I don't forget her, and I've never forgotten her. She's still alive. She now decided, because in the church where we used to go to at that time, St. Cyprian's Church, in Etiti, in Imo State, because we are from Anambra, but my father, being a policeman, we lived in Imo State a lot. No wonder we went to secondary school, myself and my junior sister, and no wonder both of us married in Imo State because we schooled there. So this woman piqued interest in our family. So when my mom passed, on Modern Sundays, it didn't happen the first Modern Sunday. Myself and my sister, we just locked ourselves somewhere and just cried. Yeah, anyway, I don't know why I'm doing this. This happened in 1978, 79. So what's all this? 78, sorry. Yeah, I don't know why I'm feeling like this, but I needed to tell the story so that people will know. I'm a mom now of grown-up children. I'm a grandmom. Why am I still feeling emotional? Remembering what happened so many years ago. It's just to say, to tell us that when we're celebrating, sometimes we have to also be a little bit cautious because there might be other people who are hurting at this time. So what did that woman do? She decided, until we left secondary school, every Modern Sunday and most Sundays, she will cook. In fact, as I'm talking now, I can remember the smell of her jollof rice. Umuihi, Ewo, P-Joy, St. Cyprian's Church, Umuihi, Titi. That's where we lived. We lived in yes, that's what our church. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. Umuihi. That's it. My dad was a police, he was a chief inspector of police in Etiti. So that's where he retired. He retired as chief inspector of police. We lived in Okigwe. From Okigwe, we went to Etiti. And that's where my dad retired. And his last rank was chief inspector. Oh my God. When you said you win, I'm like, oh my God. He brought back, yes, mommy, it's so emotional. Yes, it is. Even though it's so many years ago. Just to tell you people, nothing equals the pain of losing a loved one. The pain is fierce. Yes, yes, mama. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, my lovely people. Thank you. I don't know why I'm doing that, but it's just one of those things. Especially when I remember that first year, because mom passed in November, and then the following Modern Sunday was just a few months after. Oh my God. Myself and my sister, we're just beside, just two of us, just cried. But after that, something changed. You see, that's why, like today, I don't know if you look at my Instagram, there's something I posted on my Instagram. When you look at that Instagram, the thing I posted this morning, it was from a daughter, Favor. I've told story about Favor. I thought I was going to do a video with her when we went home recently, but she was so busy doing this, doing that. She was the one that baked the cake and things like that. So we couldn't do any video. But next time when I go, I'm going to do video with our daughter Favor. So why did I go from what I was saying to talking about Favor? Just to say that what that woman did for us is what is happening with me and Favor now. And then so many other people, not just her. Her own is just that it's official that we acquired her. I won't say adoption because she was already a late teenager when we took her on. She's now finished at UniBen and she's doing her master's. What is on my Instagram this morning was from Favor. When she sends me message sometimes, as I'm reading that message, I'll be crying because of the content of that message. Because she also herself and there are 6 of them. They also lost this one wasn't just the mother. They lost their father 2 years after they lost their mom as well. At the time we met them, it was just God's connection. When God connects you with people, when things happen in your life, cry and then wipe out your tears and say, God, connect me to somebody. And that's exactly what God did. Favor and her siblings are not the only people who are orphans. They're not the only people whose father passed away and 2 years after their mother passed away. But it was just God's connection. How did it happen? I've told this story before, but for the benefit of those of you who do not know my story about my daughter Favor, in 2016, when we went to Nigeria, a day before we traveled back, the Spirit said to me and Hobby, go to the pastor, just ask for any child, preferably a girl, because obviously we did not have daughters, preferably a girl who's, and it has to be a pastor, you know, from we are family of church people. So we have to say, we made it a point, it has to be somebody like a pastor who passed away, and the mother is struggling to raise up her children. So we can pick up one, preferably a girl. But if it's not a girl, it doesn't matter. But we wanted a girl just for obvious reasons. So when we went to the pastor a day before we travel, my people, listen to this story, because, you know, when God wants to do something for you, he comes out from nowhere to do it. So when we told the pastor in our local church, in our village church, the church you came to be joined, that church, the pastor just did, oh, this thing you just said now, there's a woman, that's a woman who, that's this venerable in our church, in Mbano, who passed away 2 years ago. And as we speak, oh, Illusion, thank you for coming, okay, sorry. I can see you with corner of my eye. I just want to continue with this, what I'm saying, but you're very welcome. So he said that this pastor, this venerable who passed away 2 years ago, they have 6 children, and as we speak, the body of their mother is in the mortuary. And we're like, really? I said, and he said, you see, we haven't even said what we want, whether a girl or a boy at this time. And he said that the one I think may be suitable, since you say you want to have one of them, will be the girl, the second daughter. She's been wanting to get into university. She wants to read medicine. She's been wanting to go into university, but you know what it's like. Most of you in Nigeria, you know what it's like. Sometimes not even out of marriage. You might get the good grades, but people who don't even have, if they have people that can speak for them or can walk their way, if you know what I mean, they can get in. But that this girl for the past 2 years has been trying to look into JAMB, that she can't get any, and that there's nobody to train her anyway. So we said, this is just what we want. And she said that her name is Favor. I said, well, God is favoring her through us now. So we gave our number to the pastor and said that we are going tomorrow. Give her our number, let her call us. And she did. And the rest became history. Some of those simple outfits I wore in Nigeria, Favor sold them. The joint anniversary birthday cake, Favor made them. When did she learn all this? When the university was on strike, he said, Mom, Dad, I'm interested in something like this. I would like to go into this, but if it's too much, if it's not too much trouble. So we did. We said to her, what do you mean too much trouble? We bought her a brand new sewing machine. She started learning from someone. She's a fast learner. She was able to do, when it came to the one I wore that day for the event, I say, I won't trust you with those ones. Just so all the simple ones, even the one I wore on my birthday. Those of you who were here on my birthday, or if you replay my birthday live stream, that cloth I wore was sewn by Favor, our daughter. She made one of the cakes. She just learned so fast. She wasn't one of these children that you say, oh, Mom and Dad that took me over. They're in abroad. If I need anything, I'll just tell them. I can even increase the money. Favor never did that. Sometimes when we want to send her money, she'll tell me, Mom, I've still got some money left from the one you sent before. Who does that? Who does that? So because of that, we even love her more. So we now took over Favor. See how the story went. It went from me and my sister crying for not having our moms on Mothering Sundays to another lady became interested because he knew us from the church. Every single modern Sunday and most Sundays, she'll come with this authentic jollof rice. I can even perceive the smell of her jollof rice now, so many years ago. She kept doing this until we left secondary school. Sometimes she will leave her own biological children at home. She will cook. She will bring other things. She will come to our school. I went to a secondary school called Ezoke Girls in Mbano. This lady will come from a titi where she lives, Bijoy, you know Umuyi. She will come from there to that school to give us the food. And since then, our cry minimized. We still cry because obviously she wasn't our mom. But the fact that on modern Sunday, when other people are receiving food and receiving their own mom, a mom came to us with some rice. You know, children, we want to eat as well. We don't want people to just be giving us, and we feel like people when we were so comfortable before our mom passed, and now we just here, nobody. But that woman, God placed her in that position for us. And she did this until we left secondary school. So what am I trying to say? So when we now came for us to do this to Favor, I did not look back. And that is why when you people see me sometimes, I do things for people. It doesn't mean that I have a lot flowing in my bank account or anywhere. No, but it's something that gives me joy. It's something that gets blessings to me. Giving gives me joy. So when people say, oh, Mifeti, thank you, or do we mention it on our channel? I say, mention what? Please don't. That is not the idea. At all, what I give it to anybody is nothing. I don't even, as soon as I do that giving, I forget. And I'm so fulfilled and so happy. So going back to Favor again, my people. Yeah, see, yes, so I can still perceive the honor of you didn't miss that one. Yes, you didn't miss that what I said there. I can see Annie's inside. Annie, you came in, and yeah, thank you so much for coming. I can still honestly, yes, God is so faithful. What a small world we live. Yeah, we live in Ezoke. Yes, that's where I went to. Yes, myself and my sister. Mommy is a foodie. Yes, so yes, so Annie, you know now. I can still perceive that authentic jollof rice that woman used to clean our tears, those the ears. Anyway, so going back to Favor, because I'm going to, next time we visit, I'm going to do a video, we'll sit down video with her for you to be able to see her. So I was just saying, Annie, before you came in, I have something on my IG, something that was sent to me this morning by my daughter Favor, and I put it there in case people wonder, who is this? I thought, Mommy, you don't have a daughter. I don't have a biological daughter, but I have Favor, who's my acquired daughter, and I have all of you. So many daughters. So she now, anything we do for her, she'll be telling us, even though, because we are in abroad, she's in Nigeria, to train somebody, what we pay for Favor for her accommodation in Benin, because she's in Uniben, she just finished. What we pay for her accommodation in Uniben, and we make sure that she got the best, is not up to what we paid for our children here for 1 month for their accommodation. That's how inexpensive it is. But she still will tell us no. And then if there's anything that she said, oh, maybe we'll leave that one and do that one. I say, just put the list of all the things you want, Favor. Just put all the list of the books or whatever. But Mommy, this is too expensive. I said, what is wrong with this girl? Just put it down. So what am I trying to say? She's so faithful and she's so trustworthy that she does not try to wangle her way and say, after they're abroad, they won't even know the cost of this book. She will tell us everything up to the, if there's anything like penny in Naira, she'll put up to the last penny, she'll put it down there. And that is the type of girl and that's why we don't look back to do anything we want to do for her. And what happened? Her younger brother joined because there was nobody as well and his younger brother is also at Uniben. He's in second year and we are taking care of that. So what I'm trying to say now is that when you do good to people, God, the way God does his own thing, you can't. And when they said, "Oh, thank you, this and that, mommy, this," I say, "Favor, the only good thing you do for me and dad, as now you are doing your youth service, by God's grace, you get a job, and you are going to get a good husband. I'm looking for a husband for her." I said, "I want to make sure you get a good husband." You know, I said, the only good thing you will do for me, all this thanking me and thanking dad and all that, we don't need it. It's for you to do the same for any other person in that situation when you are able, so that that will keep going. And that is how we're going to be affecting people's life, and that is how life will just continue, because you don't know who will need each other at any time. You don't know who will need each other. So as anytime you can, if you can, please do good to people. Some of the good we've done to people are not repaying us because we didn't do them for them to repay us. But it may even be to our next generation. It may even be it may even bypass our own children and go to our grandchildren. That is how this world is. Somebody already did something for one of my sons who travels a lot. As soon as they saw that Ezirim, they asked if his parents lived in Scotland. He said, "Yes, that's where I was born." They hugged him, and they started telling stories of what we did for him. We did not remember. That's one thing with me. When I say that, people think I'm joking. When I do something, there are things people tell me, and I genuinely tell them, I do not remember this, but thank God. And it's true, I don't remember, because I didn't do it for you to repay me tomorrow, or even for somebody else to repay me. No, I don't remember. But God remembers, because when God comes forth for you out of nowhere, you'll be like, "But God, I don't deserve this." And God will be there, smile and say, "Yes, you deserve more." Because of that deed you did several years ago that you can't even remember. But I remember, because I'm omnipotent and I'm omnipresent. So that's my little story. Pastor Silas Francis, thank you so much for coming. I was just telling my story about, Modern Sunday. I've already had some dance. I'm going to get up and dance again. I still have to celebrate, because we have to celebrate. But at the same time, I was just saying to my people here that I don't over-celebrate, because of the position I was with my junior sister when we were in secondary school. We lost our mom in our teenage years, and we always cry on Modern Sunday when others are celebrating. So I've told my little story, and I told the fact that my mom passed at the tender age of 48. 48. I can't even remember when I was 48. So that's to show you, I can't even remember when I was 48, what happened at my 48th birthday. But that was at the age my mom passed. So when we celebrate, may God continue to bless. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yes, thank you for welcoming each other. Thank you. When I'm talking and people enter, please just help me to welcome them, so nobody should feel ignored if you come in and I don't welcome you immediately. Because sometimes when I'm talking, I just want to flow with what I'm saying. So that's what I was saying about our daughter Favor. Even though she's the one that will say this is our daughter, but all of you, I see you as daughters to me. I'm sure that if I need anything tomorrow and call on any of you as a daughter, you will not say no. If I come to Ghana tomorrow, by God's grace, I saw that Ghana is on our list of visits next year, by the grace of God, because we have a lot going on at the moment this year. We've already been to Zurich last 2 weekends ago. We went to Zurich. In May, we're going to France. And there's a lot of other things happening this year. But next year, by the grace of God, I said to Daddy, we have to go to Ghana, because there's somebody in Ghana who's always been asking us to come. And obviously, I'm going to do what I did with Lagos YouTubers, with Ghana YouTubers as well. That will be loud. That will be loud. All we're asking is for good health, for God to continue to preserve us. But please, my people, as much as it lies on you, if you can, do good to people. It doesn't have to be money. No. When we mean doing good to people, it doesn't have to be money. There are people in the village who don't have anything, but the little act of kindness is what I'm talking about. So when people think of helping people, people's mind goes to money. No, it doesn't always have to be. So going back to celebrating Mother's Day and mothers, what kind of mothers are we? What kind of wives are we? Hobby and I were talking about something yesterday, because sometimes, it's just two of us now, and it's so sweet how we started. That's how we are now. Unless as children visit, which they do from time to time, grandchild, but most of the time it's just two of us. And we always have a time of reflection. And what I did not tell you in my story about growing up and losing my mom at the age of 17 was that up to the age of 20, going on to 21, when I met my husband, I kept myself, because mom told me that if you go to any man, you'll be pregnant. Hey, see me now, me, man, you. I don't even know that. In fact, my friends sometimes they laugh at me at those days. They don't think I will get married, because anything to do with any man is fight also, because of what my mom told me. It wasn't the right way to educate your girl child, but that's what they did in those days. I kept myself until I married my husband. And sometimes we tell that as stories, how we met, our first time, this and that. We talk about it, even at this our age. We do. So yesterday, I don't know what we are saying, and this came up. And I said to him that today on the live stream, I'm going to talk about motherhood and being a wife, and how we need to juggle these things, and that is actually, motherhood can be very difficult, because we are juggling with young children who depend on you for many things, especially at the age 1 to 5. They depend on you so much. From the age of 6, can tell them to put on their shorts, put on their socks, do this. They may not do it properly, you guide them. But that's from age 1 to 5 in particular. They're so dependent on you, or especially the age of 1 to 2, before they start walking around. They're so dependent on you. If you don't feed them, they won't eat. All they will do is cry. There's a certain age you will get to as a child. If your mom don't give you, and she steps out of the house and there's bread there, you go there and take bread and eat, because you are hungry, and you can walk and go and get the bread even at the age of 2 or 3. But when you are just a baby, you're just lying there. There's nothing you can do unless your mom breastfeeds you or feeds you in another way. All you can do is cry. But it gets to a certain age where you now become a little bit more independent. Mom is not there. I'm really hungry. I can see bread there. You go for it. You take bread, you eat. Your mom come back, he won't flog you because you ate bread, because no mother will do that. They will even want you to eat more. So what we're talking about yesterday, I said I'm going to share this with my people today, because it's very important. These little things. Sometimes people ask me, I've got lots of questions. People asking me after they saw the video I did with my co-wives. People were saying, Mom Ifechi, you need to do a sit-down video for us regarding this relationship. Yes, so to 1 to 5. Yes, that's so dependent. That's so cute. I know that I don't love children any other way, but you see, from that age, 1 to 5, child, that's so innocent. They'll just be looking up to you. You ask them to keep that down, they'll keep it down. You ask them to pick that up, they'll pick it up. They're just so cute at that young age. Anyway, so we are talking about people having issues in their marriages, especially the first 2 years of your marriage. Some people say first 5 years, but let us just say first 2 years, because of the story I'm going to tell now. Obviously, the first 5 years, first 7 years, if you cross this first 7 years, you are now getting there. And then if you hit 40, you say, Baba, thank you. If you hit 40 and still smiling like this, you say, God, thank you, but you have to work together. If one person is working If one person is there and another person is there, you'll be pulling the other person down, and it doesn't work. So what was the story that we are something that we remembered yesterday? I can't remember what brought that up. But after our wedding, remember, I got married quite early. Hubby proposed at the age of 20, going on to 21. Everything was done after 1 year to allow me time to grow up and to finish my nursing and midwifery at Yenu Hospital. So, bride price was paid at the age of 21. Iwanku was done at the age of 22. The church wedding was done at the age of 23. So everything was done after 1 year, just to give me time to continue my education, to grow up a little more, to understand what this marriage people are talking about, what it's all about. So that's how it went. So after our wedding, these days when people feel wed, what do they do next? Tell me what people do next. As soon as they finish their wedding, on their wedding day, after the wedding, when everybody's saying goodbye to them, what is the next plan of whoever puts that in first? I'm not going to promise anything, but whoever tells me what happens after your wedding, following your own, I'm not talking about what you do in your bedroom before you will start. This person, Spice and AA are not here. The naughty ones are not here today. So thank you, honeymoon. Thank you, Big Joy. If you cross 7, you are now. When you pass 7, that's it. Exactly. Honeymoon. It's not what people did. Even though in those days, it wasn't who does that. But at least even if you don't do it, yeah, honeymoon, that's right. Blessed. But in those days, it wasn't very common, but people still did it. And that's what I was expecting to happen after my wedding. That's why sometimes he spoils me so much, even as we speak. Because he said to me, see, that honeymoon you complain that you didn't have honeymoon, you're going to have it for the rest of your life. After our wedding, because we lived in Lagos, he lived in Lagos. So going back to Lagos, his 2 younger brothers followed us. I'm like, this is not what I hear people talk about honeymoon. What is this one now? So when they follow us now, it means I have to start be cooking and doing this for them. Is that my own honeymoon? I complained to him. My brother-in-law, I hope you are going to watch this live stream. I complained to him. I said, what? Something that he did. Listen to this story because it will help somebody. Something that he did that turned everything around and meant that I never talked about that again till today, was that he called me in the room. He said to me, I'm the senior one, and I don't want them to be there with my parents, and they will be wondering what's going on with them. I want them to be here so I can help them to get into uni or to do this or to do that, just to support them. Don't worry about honeymoon. Eventually, you see, you're getting there at 6 years. He said, don't worry about honeymoon. Eventually, we will have honeymoon for a long time in this our marriage. But just if it's what they're going to eat, if it's this and that, I'll help you. I'll help out. Just let us make sure that we look after them. And he told me something. He said, in this our marriage, we just wedded though. We just wedded. So where he got all this wisdom and this idea about marriage, I don't know, because I didn't. I just got married. People say we are getting married. We got married. I didn't really prepare as such, but my husband prepared. He said to me, no matter how long they spend with us, they will eventually go and sort themselves and do their own things. But if we don't receive them well, it's going to affect a lot of things in the family. Remember, he said to me, remember, I'm the first one, and you are now the first wife married here. They are eventually going to get married to themselves one day. So what you people are seeing, what people saw with my co-wives, it's not what just started now. It started from this discussion I had with my husband few days after our wedding, when his junior brothers came with us to Lagos. As soon as he said that to me, I said, okay. I said, okay, no problem. And that was it. I looked after them, we did everything together. Those brothers, now, when I had my 50th birthday, because when I did my 60th, it was during COVID, so I didn't do any celebration, because every round figure birthday, by God's grace, I will celebrate it in a bigger way. That's why I was saying that what happened on Wednesday wowed me, because it wasn't a round figure birthday, it wasn't even a midway birthday, and it went so well. But any round figure birthday, I will celebrate. So my 50th birthday, one of these brother-in-laws I'm talking about flew all the way from Lagos to UK on Friday. We had the party on Saturday. He went back to Lagos on Sunday. My people, who does that? If not that I welcome them the way I did, and I listen to my husband, because, and also, I'm going somewhere with this story. Yes, my husband said that to me. Yes, I agreed. However, he would have walked the other way around. Assuming when I complained to him, like a typical Nigerian man, he's the one working, not even one, I don't even have any money to my name, because it's all about money for these people now. In marriages now, it's all about money. What if he had turned around and said to me, what do you mean? I know you're behaving like this. No, those who don't understand it, but what I mean is that we're not even yet married, we're just wedded. And you wouldn't allow my brothers to be here. What do you mean? Why are they there? What kind of stupid honeymoon? Do you have any money for honeymoon? That's what a typical Nigerian man would have done. But he did not. And if he had done that, I would have reacted. I would not have responded. Oh, people are not understanding me. Somebody tell me you are following. Tell me you're following, because this what I'm saying will help some people. Tell me, are you following me? Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, I've always talked about reacting and responding. So when I made that complaint to him, I say, young, I'm following you, thank you. When I made that murmuring, we call it murmuring, following, thank you everyone. When I made that noise, if he had said to me, shut me down like most men do, people know, we are Nigerians now, you people know what I'm talking about, I would have reacted. I say, for what now? What kind of marriage is this? Is that what I've come for? Please, this is it. There'll be problem. But he did not. The way he spoke to me meant that I did not talk about that again till I'm sharing this with you now. I did not talk about it again. And everything worked and flowed the way it did. And that is the love you see being showered on me in that family. And that was what will make him to fly all the way. Even some people in Nigeria who are celebrating birthdays, he does not attend. He flew all the way. On a Friday, I had the party on Saturday. On Sunday, he flew back. So what do you think that is? Very small thing would have spoiled everything. You don't know who will need each other tomorrow. This particular, they're all doing well. Everybody is very comfortable now. Nobody is relying on each other anymore. Assuming I did that at that time. And now maybe, because life happens to people, and maybe I'll be the one that will need their support. They'll say, come on to give us a little gari and yam. We followed you after your wedding. You threw us out. You gave us mouthful. You didn't do this. Now you want this. But because that did not happen. Ebu Niger, you're very welcome. Sorry, I'm just telling a story. I don't want to lose my thought, but I can see you. Thank you for coming. So, when things fall apart in marriages, I always say to people, it's only very small thing. Very, very small thing. It can be, the cause might be from the husband, it can be from the wife. When your wife, assuming I murmured, I didn't shout at him and say, why did your brother say I didn't? But I wasn't happy. But he responded to me. He did not react. Because if he had reacted, now my voice will now go up and I will now react. I won't even respond. And there will be problem. And his brothers will be there in their own rooms listening, wondering, oh my God, what's going on? Is it because we are here? But the way it was handled, nobody knew about this story until we just talked about it the other day. And I said, I'm going to share it here, but it might help somebody. Wife of this generation self wouldn't behave this way. That's the thing. It's all about what I want now. They're not thinking about future. They're not thinking about what will happen years to come. So what you saw that's happening, Joy came to our village and some others. What you saw happening in that family, our big family now, it's not what just started now. It started from this little story I just told you now. Because a lot of things would have spoiled or damaged that day if my husband had reacted to what I said and not respond. So as a wife, as a husband, in what way are you contributing to what is happening in your homes, whether good or bad? It's not about age. I was very young, but I learned, and I lost my mom at a young age. If I had done anything, if I had gone the other way, following men, doing all sorts, not keeping myself, people would say, hi, what do people expect now? These children, they lost their mom. She was only in her teens. She lost her mom. What do you expect? Who will guide her? But I did not. By the grace of God, I told God, this is what I want to do with my life. And that is what I did. So my people, as we celebrate motherhood, Mothering Sunday today, remember others who were like me and my sister and my siblings those years ago, when all we did was cry instead of celebrating and dancing with others. I love listening to marriage counseling and messages. Yes. When people say, my marriage is falling apart, this is happening, oh, Mami Fechi, 40 years married, and you're still happy, you're still looking like this, you don't look stressed. You see this story? That was where it started. It didn't start a few years ago when our children were grown and gone. No, that's where it started. That little murmur that I did and the way it was handled would have caused a lot of problem. I'm saying this because I hear some people come and share some things with me in confidence, because I'm a very confidential person. If you share something with me, if you hear it any other place, know that you must have told somebody else that told somebody else, not from me. Why would I tell another person? What's that person's business? No, I'm very, very, myself and hubby, we are very confidential. No wonder a lot of people confide in us in many things. We give them advice, we suggest things to them, we tell them how it has helped us. And I'm not going, what we have never done in all the people that we have spoken to about how things go in our marriage, what we have never done is to tell them to do what we've done. No, they want to advise and say, this is what we did. This is what we are doing. It's up to the individual to know whether it will work for them. Some of them will outright tell you, this will not work with my wife. This will not work with my husband. You don't know. My husband is not like you. My wife is not like your wife. You see, they have decided there that it will not work for them without even trying. Everybody want to change everybody, the other person. I said it last week in one of my live streams. The worst thing any couple can do is to try to change their spouse. I went to Ian. Yes, Ogidi. Yes, your mom is from Mpo. My sister-in-law, last born, my husband's last born, is married in Mpo. You see, we're all coming together. Big Joy knows Umwehi. What else? Who else knows Orifite? I was born and bred at Orifite. I got married in Imo State. You see, this world is so small. Don't do wrong to people. Yes, I went to Yenu. Mission Hospital. We went to Mission Hospital. I did my nursing and midwifery in Yenu Hospital before we left in the 80s to Scotland. Yeah. So it's a small world. Don't do bad to people because you don't know. It's a very small world. You don't know who will need each other tomorrow. So my people who are married, there'll be challenges. But what I was saying before I saw that comment was, don't try to change your spouse. Instead, change yourself. You didn't hear me. Don't ever try to change your spouse. Instead, change yourself. There may be something you're doing, because we don't always see our own wrong. That's the thing, and that's human nature. That is, whether you want to agree with this or not, is very true. We don't always see our own fault. Uche onye adịghị njọ, onye nke onye na-eme ọ dị ka onye ahụ the best. After all, when I finish doing this thing, I normally put it here. Why did you put it there? Who told you that putting it there is the best place for it to be, that not the other way? Because that is where you want to put it. Who told you that the way you are behaving or the way you spoke to your spouse is the best way? The next thing you hear is, don't talk to me like that. So who told you that the way you spoke to her or him was the best way? Now we are telling that person not to speak to you like that, because maybe the husband now saying this, you don't speak to me like that, I'm the head of the home. My people, once you are married to any man who always reminds you that he is the head of the home, it's not man, it's a boy. He's still a boy. Any married man that is a man will not be using that word. I'm the head of this home. You should do as I say. Then you married a boy, I'm sorry, not a man. You don't say these things. Your behavior, the way you handle your home, will tell your wife, your children, and people around you that you are the man of the house. And I'm not talking about money here, because it's all about money. What is this? Let's even talk about this. What is about money with all this generation? No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that money is not good. But why is it that everything revolves around money? You hear people say these days, I don't want to suffer. If he hasn't got money, why did he come to marry me? If he can't provide for me, if he can buy me at least, they call car at least, so, if he can give me at least a nice car, why did he marry me? Hello? So, what if he now buys you the best, is it Lamborghini? I can't remember the best car now in the world. He buys that for you, right? Okay? You're driving it. Remember, car is a piece of metal. You're driving it, you're happy, you park your car in a party. People will look at that car and say, look at that woman, she's coming out of that car. Yes, okay, fine. Remember, do you people hear about, I'm sure you all heard about this couple. I didn't even know about them until they passed away. Mommy, I will learn these particular words from you. Don't try to change your partner, change yourself. The day you said that word, it went straight into my marrow. You see, comments like this makes me to keep going on this channel. Whether I have 10 views, 20 or less, if I can just impact on very few people, comments like this. Thank you. I'm glad to hear this. Yes. Because that's why we're having problems in marriage. We're always trying to change the other person. We're not trying to change ourselves. I actually want today to be interactive as well. You know, you young ones, sometimes I love to hear from you. And believe it or not, I learn from the younger ones as well. So why I decided to do this thing today on Ifechi Health and Wellness is to tell us that sometimes we are causing health issues for ourselves in our marriages. I'm following you and I get you. Thank you, tells my mom. And thank you, Yemsi, for that comment. Because In fact, that comment needs to be. Nobody should laugh at me. You people know me now. I know how to manage IT very well. Musisi is not here today. He normally guides me. He was actually here initially. He said, waiting. He must have been carried away by other things. That comment, I'm going to pin it because it's very important. Hey, okay, see a pin, is it? What have I just done? Chai, my God. Because I did it and it covered my face. Nobody should laugh. People know. I know how to pin from the phone, but for some reason, that comment is not coming on my phone. It's easier for me to pin. Do you people know why my comment will not be coming on my phone? Strange. Okay. I've seen it. Yeah, okay, I've seen. Yeah, it's easier for me to do it from the phone. Sorry. For those of you who were not here when I was dancing, that's my Wandering Sunday outfit. I said to Bijoy said that she was trying to tie her up, did that one today. I said to her, my own is a skirt. Hey, you can see it. My skirt. So it's like skirt and blouse. This is supposed to be the wrapper I'll put on top, but I'm just putting it here because I don't need it. So before we continue this story, we are going to dance. Let's dance and I'll continue my story about motherhood and about very beautiful. Thank you. Let's dance a bit. You know me now. I love to just make things lively. And then we can sit down and continue this talk about motherhood, about being a wife, about, because why I want to do it on Health Channel is the fact that some people are causing themselves health issues by the way they deal with things that do not matter so much. People are making it a big issue. Things that you can just look and say, hi, if not because you're my lovely husband, if not because you're my lovely wife, this thing you just did now, and then you leave it and waka pass. Why must we be holding on to, I'm not going to give him any food today? When he comes back today, he will go hungry, he will see. When you're doing that, you are actually punishing yourself because you won't be happy yourself. When your husband is not happy, you're not, no matter how much you pretend, you can only pretend. But inside you, you know that you're not happy. You know you're not happy. So, marriage is, let us stop making ourselves ill by the way we behave, by the way we handle things. Let us please learn. Let us dance a little bit. Let's dance, everyone. After that, we can continue talking. When Vijay is dancing with me, go on, everybody. Let me see you dance. Hey, Versatile as Frances is joining. I was so happy when I played this music on Wednesday on my birthday. There was no copyright. I'm like, yes, I was just waiting for YT. And then when they said that I can now put my ads on, I'm like, hey, no copyright. Hey. So I'll share it with you if you want. No copyright. I played it on Wednesday. And everything is monetized, no copyright. Hey, you're all dancing. Come on. Yes, so life is too short. If you're married, enjoy your marriage, no matter what is happening. Make yourself happy. Don't change anyone, change yourself. Yeah. DJ, I'm getting as much as I can. Everybody bend down, she said. Hey. Ngwa. Yes, so thank you all for joining. I like to keep myself happy, and I know why. I've gone through things in this life. If at this age, I'm still, hey, whatever. Thank you all for joining. You are my people. That's Biko. Ngwa. Yes, see. Ngwanu. I'm still here. Are you still there? What are you doing? Hope you're all dancing where you are. I can see all the dancing emoji. Good. Yeah, so if you don't rice rice, no rice for you. Just give me a minute, let me. Right. Okay. We're going to dance again, but for now, let's just sit down and continue what we're saying. At least we have danced. I can see everybody. Thanks for him. But Francis, you're laughing. Yes, now. In the midst of all the talking, we get up and dance and shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Then we'll continue. You see, what makes me glad, if I don't take anything away from this life, whenever I'm going, but mind you, whenever I'm going, it's not near. Because my minimum is 100. So that means I've still got 30 something to go. That's the minimum. So we're here. For YouTube, I don't know about YouTube, how long. But as long as I can still be talking. Talk is cheap. Because that's all I do on this YouTube is to talk. The talking back part is what I do. The rest I don't do. If you know what I mean. My daughter and grandma. My daughter said, grandma. Oh God. Really? Yeah, so I can dance. I don't know. I don't dance very well, but I love dancing. And see me now. This is winter time. And with this dance, I'm feeling hot. Can you imagine feeling hot when you're supposed to be hitting the house? All this dancing is part of exercise. I dance a lot as part of my exercise as well. So we're in the health channel today. What kind of exercise do you do? How do you look after yourselves? You young mothers, you younger ones, what do you do? So I'm not talking about gym. I don't have a gym membership, but I exercise on a daily basis. Obviously, I don't have, you who have young children, so I get it. I understand because I've been there. At a point, I had 3 under 5. So I get you. I know where you are at this stage. But even at that time, I still made out time for exercise. When they're in school, I wasn't on YouTube, but now when the children are in school, YouTubers want to catch up with their YouTube, they want to catch up with their editing. You can't be dancing and walking around while you're editing. You have to sit down. So we are sitting down a lot. We're not moving a lot now. And I understand, fully understand. I can't now be telling you, do this, do that, forgetting that you have young children as if I've not been there before. I've been there. So I understand. But please, as much as you can, do a little bit of exercise. I'm not talking about gym, walking around. I've got my Fitbit here. This Fitbit, I set it at 12K. Most days I exceed 12K, 12,000 steps. Most days I exceed it. All this dancing I'm doing, they're all adding up. The one I did before, walking around before we went for a massage. That's my treat for today. That it took me for a massage, total body massage. The lady could just feel that my neck is a little bit stiff because of the type of job I do. I work from home, but I call people. After speaking with them, I sit down and I be writing report. So I do this massage from time to time. Today, it took me, this one is a modern Sunday treat. And I did that today before I started the live stream. And maybe it has helped me a lot. So whatever you can do to do it for yourself, to pamper yourself. Some husbands do not do things like that, like give you this roses, chocolate, do this for you. It doesn't mean that they don't love you. They have a different way. Every man has a different way of showing love to their wives. So do not look at people who, their husband always buys flower for them on Valentine. Stop looking at those things because you might be making mistakes. There might be other things your own husband is doing that their own husband is not doing. But all you are seeing, and some of those women are those kind that will be showing you, oh, my hubby did this. And they buy back for themselves. They say that it's their hobby that bought for them. And for you, whose husband don't buy for you, you go there and be disturbing yourself. Please, no. Whatever you can do together, yourself and your husband, whichever way he shows you his own love, that's his own style. We can't all be the same. Oh, we'll go outside. He doesn't hold my hand. I saw the other couple. They were holding their hands. Forget that thing. Forget. Amagidu wa George. I know a lot of them here in London. I know a lot of them. If you follow what you see outside, you go and be having issues in your own marriage. But it's all public show. I don't like public shows. I'd rather be genuine. So please, if you don't have that kind of friends that will be telling you about their children's achievement, my child came first today, my child this, and this is it. Sometimes if your own child does something and you want to tell them about your own child, before you even open your mouth, they say, oh yes, that's right. Even my son, Chibi, did better than that the last time. You see, they won't even allow you to finish your own story. They will budge it immediately and tell you that even their own child did better. There are so many of them like that. Don't worry. It has not been easy getting back to my daily exercise since having another baby, but I try to walk around the house as much as I can. Also, I try to eat clean. That's it. That's all you can do. Health and fitness A to Z. As I say, it's not easy when you have children, of course. I know it. That's what I said that earlier on. But walking, do you know, my people, do you know that walking is a very good exercise? Some people will say, I don't have time to go to the gym. What are you going to the gym to do? Which gym? Gym is good if you want to, if you can afford it, and if you have the time. There's no point having gym membership and you're paying monthly and you don't go more than twice a month. What's the point? But you can easily do a walking. Walking is very good. Walk around. Can I chat with you privately, and how can I do that? Oh, of course. Yeah, chat with me on IG. IG might be, can normally give people my WhatsApp, because my WhatsApp is open, but I can't leave it open here for all these people. I find it easier to chat on WhatsApp, because sometimes on my IG, some people might send message on my IG for 2 days, I've not seen it. But if it's on WhatsApp, I'll see it immediately. So what I normally say to people, chat me up on IG first. From there, I can now give you my my WhatsApp number. So my IG, as I told the EMC, is at Ifechi Family. That's it. Okay, my dear, so you can get me there. Yes, my people, anytime you want my attention or suggestion or advice about anything, I remember when our youngest son was at home. Each time you hear us talking about things and discussing with people, obviously he doesn't know who they are, but he could tell that we are giving advice, we are telling them. Say, Mom, how much are you charging for all this time you're spending on the phone with these people? And I said to him, if what I'm saying to them will help them in their marriages, that's $1,000. It's not all about money. It's about people being happy, people fulfilling their purpose in their marriages. I want marriages to work. I was speaking with somebody recently. He just came out of the second marriage. Whatever happened in that first one and happened in the second one will happen if you want to try the third one. Because I've seen people go on and on up to the third marriages and it still fails. So whatever happened in that first one, nobody is without fault. Whatever that did not go right in that first one and went wrong in the second one, if you're going for the third one, be very careful, because unless you have changed something in your life, because when things fail, when marriages fail, it's always the other person that we blame. It's very common, and it's human nature. You always blame your husband, or your husband will always blame you. They never see their own faults. But once we start seeing our own faults, yes, you will enjoy your marriage. Tells by okay, you're not married yet. Once you marry your own husband, that's another thing. Some people are not enjoying their marriages today because they did not marry their husband. You wonder, what do I mean by that? Not all the men or any man that comes to you is your husband. But some people miss it and marry somebody else's husband. And if you marry somebody else's husband, you will never enjoy your marriage. Because even if the person has that money, that was the attraction, that you went to that marriage because of money, remember, life happens. The money may stop coming, and what's up? What do you do next? Because you marry the person because you want a fulfilled man. I don't want to suffer. I want a man that has okay, that man is a human being. Anything can happen tomorrow. But if you marry somebody because God led you to this man and you have boxes to tick, this is what I want in a man. Don't be too strict with yourself about what you want. Let it just be simple. Does the person align with you? Do you have the same chemistry? There's something in both of you. you think, yeah, this is the type of person I can live with. Love is not number one. Yes. If it's because of love, myself and hubby, 40 years on, will not be married. Because we did not love each other. When we agreed to marry, you might be wondering, what do I mean? Let me tell you what I mean. At the time we agreed to marry each other, it was not love. It was because I know the family already. And I felt that this is the family I can live in comfortably like my own family. And because my friend, my very good friend, who is my husband's sister, told me, there's something she told me, and I observed myself and I said, okay. So there are things you have to look out for. Please do not put love first. Of course, you have to love somebody before you marry them, but that should not be number one. Because if it's number one, there's something that made you to love that person immediately. Maybe beauty. Oh, he's tall. He's handsome. He's tall. Love tall, handsome, fair men. Some people even go for marriage because of color of the skin. People like us who have black beauty. You don't want us. You want people who are fair. Fair enough. That's fine. If that is what you want. Mike Ejaga song, I guess. Who was which one? Which one? What do you mean? Tell us by him, Mike Ejaga son. So, that's Mike Ejaga. Yeah, I used to love his song. Love doesn't sustain a marriage. No. From one of my professors while in school. Yep. People wonder when you say love. No. If it's love, I will not even marry my husband. And look at us here today. Fall over head in love with each other after 40 years. This is the love now starts coming. When God leads you to your own husband and to your own wife, the love will now start coming. You are so transparent, mommy. If I'm not, what have I gained? If I come here today and tell you that it's all this, what are you doing? Then I'm not being truthful to myself. I'm not helping you. I have to be very transparent. I have to be. So when people are wondering, what is this? What is sustaining this marriage? Why are they so married for this so many years and they're still this happy and they're still like this? It was in love. Maybe if you had seen me that time, but they used to call me Fulani. I was slimmer, very dark like this, and people would just see me and you look like a Fulani woman. Some people would love that. If that is what he loved and married me, that's not enough. Because I was slimmer, now I'm bigger. So people who say, I want a slim, fair girl. Really? What if she now has 1 or 2 children and added more weight? Where would that love be? That's when they start talking about cheating, which I don't like using. Cheating in marriage? No, you're committing adultery, infidelity. Call it what it is. That is when, because it wasn't, you didn't marry that, you married that person for nonsense reason. That's why if they start adding weight, that wasn't what you wanted. You wanted a slim person. You wanted a fair person, and life happened to her. And she got burnt by something, God forbid, or she developed a skin infection, which happens, and her color changes. This is not the person I want, I'm married. What is this? That's when they start going outside. You see? Because they marry for wrong reasons. Marry because you have the same value. Marry because you have the chemistry. There's something that's when 2 of you are together. There's something there. Not because of outward appearance, because that will all go. Outward appearance, anything can change. You marry because of money. Tomorrow, that money might vanish. And what happens next? Look at the Wigways. They have all the money in the world. If they're able to stop that plane from crashing, they would have done with their money. But it didn't happen. Marriage is very deep, yes. Marriage is very deep. deeper than we thought. That's why when people rush into marriage, I feel sorry for them. You don't rush. There's nothing like my mates are getting married. Who are your mates? You don't have any mates but yourself. Even if you marry 5 years before those people you think that are your mates, better and get it right. Because marriage, Mimi, or the deep, yes. There's a lot in marriage that sometimes you don't even tell people. I don't even know how to say it to people because I don't know how to describe it. Yeah, not that I want to withhold information, no, but I don't know how to put it in words because that's why you say that it's deep. There are things that you don't know how to put in words, not because you don't want to share it, but because you just have to find them out when you're in there. You wake up, you see the same person. You go to work and you come back, you see the same person. You sleep and wake up, you see the same person. So if there's other things that you marry that person for and that thing starts diminishing, then you lose interest. To the extent that a man would say to the woman, I don't even know what I saw in you. I don't even know why I married you. Maybe it's voodoo. Did you use something to flash in your eyes? I heard that people do that as well. If they really want to get somebody, they use something. Then it's no longer what we're talking about. It's no longer marriage. If you have to use somebody to get somebody to marry, do you know what marriage means? Because you think that you want this person and you don't want the other person to get that person. So it becomes a competition. There's no competition in marriage. And that's why some marriages are failing. Because people are not marrying their husbands. They're not marrying their wives. If you marry your husband, you marry your wife. There'll be challenges. Oh my God. Have we had our challenges over these 40 years? Of course. So many. Again, we had this sit down, myself and Hobby, and we talk about things that's happened over the years and how we handle them. Please, I know that now there's all this social media. People don't have time for those kind of talks with their husbands or wives anymore. Make out time from time to time. Review. Versatile Frances says she's been married for 6 years. Sit down and talk. We're now 6 years married. Wow. Our first year, second year, this used to happen. But it's no longer happening now, you know. How do you just talk about it? No competition in marriage, absolutely. No competition. Be patient with each other. Tell each other the truth. And when you tell each other the truth, you have to receive that truth in love. Some people don't like to hear the truth. They just want to lash out at their spouse for telling them the truth. And that's why there's problem in marriage. Yes. Believe everything you hear or see at your own peril. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because people come and tell you, this happened, my husband this, my wife this and that. I say, don't believe them. Do you. Do what works for you. Do what works for you. There's no competition. This social media, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening on social media. People have to, everything have to come out in social media, and that is destroying marriages. Why would somebody, even if your husband commits adultery, not cheating is too cheap. I don't like using that word. Why will you come out in social media to tell us? Why? What will he achieve? Are you proud of it? Or are you trying to bring him down? Or are you, where were you even where he was, as you so-called cheating? Where were you? What were you doing? What happened? How did you contribute to it? Again, we will say, oh, I nothing. I do everything for him. I make sure I'm this, I'm that. But we don't see our own faults. You know what? Not in all cases, but in some cases, when there's infidelity in marriage, either way, because it can be the woman, it can be the man. Because when we talk about infidelity, you think it's only man that goes out there. No, some women do. Check yourselves. Why is this happening? Again, it boils down to how did you meet? How did you meet each other? Where did you meet? Very important. Where and how did you meet? Because if the type of person that looks at other women or other men, you will know, depending on how you met. Did you grab him? Did you take him from from your girlfriend, and you think that he will remain faithful to you when you get married? Because he wasn't your husband. You got him from your friend because you wanted him, and you did whatever you did to get him, and now you say that he's doing this, he's doing that. Why? Why did I marry you? Yeah, I know. Marriage takes God's grace, commitment, and communication. Absolutely. Absolutely. Social media has destroyed many marriages. Yes. Why do you have to come to social media to tell us that your husband commits adultery? What will he achieve? How will he help? And I'm saddened, especially this week, what I'm seeing on YouTube going on with some YouTubers and Nigerian community. What's going on? Why? Why are we behaving like this? And no matter what anybody says, oh, I go to bed, I sleep. It doesn't bother me. No, it's not true. I'm not a young person. You can't deceive me. You can't tell me that all this is happening and the way you talk and people talk about you and you talk about them and you use F language and you use horrible language and languages that when I told you when I was in Goga's live stream, when I did live stream on Goga's as a guest 2 or 3 weeks ago, I told you people some of the things that shocked me when I came into UK in the 80s. And one of them was using the F language. 37 years on in UK, I'm still saddened when I hear F language. But to hear it from our people, ladies, I'm disappointed. What's going on? And these people have children. So if your children goes up and start using F language, you'll be happy? Okay. I hear some of these things. Do people actually know this F language, what it means, and how it sounds in the mouth? And YouTubers are using this. Ladies, it was one of my first shocks when I came to UK, and it's still a shock to me up to today. Very bad. I was listening to some of them this week with what is going on with one person, this person, all these noises. I don't like them. But to be using horrible, disgusting languages for what? You should be on YouTube to affect life, health and fitness A to Z. She's doing something to do with health. I go there and I'm like, oh, this does this there. Great, I've got something from here today. And I would think you do the same on my channels, both the health and this one. I'll go to Yemsi's variety. She does, oh my goodness, that lady, I'll come for tutorial. She does some of these things. See what I'm wearing, it's handmade by some people like you. I love things like that. That's what we should be here on YouTube for. What is all this calling other people's name? This person is doing this, this person is begging, this person is that. F this, F you this, F that. What's that about? And you tell me, and you have young children growing up, listening. And tomorrow you tell them not to use that language. Or you tell them, maybe not even that language, maybe you tell them to behave in a certain way. What moral authority do you have to talk to your children about what is wrong and right if you can't even look after your own mouth, what you say, how you behave, how you comport yourself, and you are developing illness? Let them go and check their blood pressure. People are walking around because they are young. They don't know that they are not well. Because of all this animosity, all these things people are doing, it's affecting their health. I'll tell them this for nothing, that is affecting their health, whether they want to understand or not, or agree or not. You can't tell me that after talking about somebody, grilling somebody, this and that, you do this, and that you go to your bed and you sleep perfectly well. Okay. If you do, good luck to you. But that is not a good life to live. Social media should be where I know it happens on other. I'm talking about it because it's Nigerian community. It's people I see and hear about. Sometimes people come to me with something. Did you see that video about social? So I'm not a reactor. I don't put my mouth in everything, but I pick some things from some of these things to talk generally. If people will hear, because sometimes it's like you don't understand. What is there to understand? The fact that we just have to be at peace with one another. What is too hard to understand there? The fact that you can, you see, Tales by Uma. Tales by Uma will tell me these stories, and it just takes me to the village. Just like when we read Chinua Achebe's book, where you see all those stories and all those things. I'm like, wow, it's like I'm back to the village. These are the things I want to be seeing on YouTube. But all this calling each other out and F this and F you this and F you that. Ladies from Nigeria, I'm disgusted. So disgusting. Honestly, I'm so disappointed in some of the things happening. But hey, they are all adults in their own rights and living with their husbands. And if their husbands are happy, and it's inside, are you still around now? And the Beauty Joy Special was the first here as well. When people, from in Nigeria do these things, it just makes me, feel extra special. You are still here with me. Thank you. Tales by Imma. Yes. I found her recently, and I tell you, I go there to listen to tales and all these stories about, and she uses all these traditional village things to, it takes me back to village. You see, I want to listen to such things. You go to Annie's Inside, she has her other various things that she does. She has Annie's Digest, where she digests other things. She talks about some of the people singing, and she, things like that lifts you up. But all this thing about why do we have to attack each other? Why? It breaks my heart. It saddens me. I don't like it because it's not adding any value. Even if it's giving you views, what kind of stupid views? I'd rather be getting, you see what I'm getting on my views, sometimes it's 60 something, 70, 90, 100. Hey, do you know what? I love it. Some of them, I think, I did a lot during my Nigerian visit. By the way, my return from Nigeria will be this week. We're entering, and that's when you're going to see. I think on Tuesday you're going to see me at the beach. You're going to see me at the beach in Lagos. Anyway, you wouldn't know that that's Lagos. That's Nigeria. Annie's inside. Annie's inside. I want to jackpot. Annie, I enjoyed Nigeria so much. If you see that beach, if I don't tell you that it's Lagos, you wouldn't know. It's coming on Tuesday and Thursday, the videos. And then the next one you see will be me waving Nigeria goodbye to land in Heathrow. And you see all the things I came back with. And that will end my Nigerian vlog. That's where you now say, welcome back to UK, Mami Fechi. And then I'll go back to my normal episode talking about there's so many things I've got planned to talk about family and marriage and relationship. A lot of nonsense going on, but not what has happened this week in particular on YouTube. I listen to some of them, I'm like, okay, so after this now, what happens? What have you achieved by shouting and screaming and calling each other out and all that? Make it make sense to me. I don't know. I'm only saying it because I loved you all. People that I don't know, I won't even watch anyway, so I won't even know about it. But people that I love, and I just love their nature, and because some people think that, oh, you don't have to associate with this person, you don't want to associate with that person. Why? Associate with everybody. But I don't like not what everybody does that I like, or I watch, or I comment on, or do this. No, because if it's not going to add any value to me, then I won't waste my time. You're special, mommy. Thank you. I wonder how they get the strength to shout and talk that way. I get tired talking. Honestly, sometimes I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? Why? And I'm not saying this because I'm older. No. Even when I was younger, their age, your age, I don't like noise. I don't like calling people out. I don't like, if I have any issue with you, I'm not happy with you, I'll call you one on one and address it. And whether you say you agree or not, once I call you and address it, I'll leave it there. I'll just move on for my own sanity. When I drop things, when I forgive people that do things to me, is for my own sanity. Never mind about them. That's why I feel sorry for people who, if I offend them, because I do, I'm a human being, no matter how much people love me here, I'm sure there are people who are not happy with me. But if they don't tell me, their problem, not mine. Because if they tell me, even if it's a child, I'll say sorry to that child. Never mind you adults. Tell me if I've stepped on your toes, if there's something I've said or done that you don't like, and I will apologize. It doesn't take me time. That's something I learned from my husband. Before, I don't know how to apologize to people, I'll try and say, is that person that did that? That's why I did that. It's your word against that person. If person said to you, I don't really like how you talked to me about this or what you did. Oh, I didn't even do that. I didn't even know that it hurt you that way. Please, I'm sorry. Don't start saying, I'm sorry. Once you start saying, I'm sorry, if you feel that way, you're no more sorry. It's not an apology anymore. So when somebody says that you've done something to them, don't start by saying, well, I'm sorry if, then you stop there, because that's not apology. Once an apology, when there's if in it, then it's no more apology. Don't even bother bringing each other's down, all in the name of creating content or making view. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. And the one that happened this week, wow, I'm like, whoa, what's going on? What's going on? So my people, Biko, concentrate on what you're doing. All of you here, you're all doing so well in your contents. Whether you're having the large views or small views, just take it like that and just be doing your own thing. One day, just be doing your thing. One day, things will change. Oh my God. I've spent 2 hours. Daddy said, how long are you going to spend today? I said, maybe an hour or two. He said, okay. It's now 10 minutes past 6. We're going to be stopping, but I've touched on various things. I told you a little bit of my story growing up. I told you a little bit about the Modern Sunday, but I'm not going to stop without us dancing again. We're going to dance, and as we are dancing, I'll say goodbye. Remember, we prayed before we started. So, unless there's anything everybody wants to ask me, but as I say, my IG is at Ifechi Family. Okay? If you want to talk to me, whatever. Tales by Imma. Keep those village tales coming. I love them. I love listening to them. Makes me feel like I'm in the village. I got so much value. Oh, see? I love to hear that. Health and fitness A to Z. Thank you. You're also doing so well with the health tips you're bringing out. I love that. And that is what we should be aiming for on this YouTube. Somebody to say, I got something from your channel today or from your live stream today. That's what we should be aiming for. Hello. So see who has been in the background. That's what Danny Bella used to say. He would say some people are in the background, and then Goga will say some people are in the bush listening. And that's what I do. Is you see what AA just did? I do that a lot too. And let me even tell you people, let me report myself now to you people. Not most, I think it's most of the time, I'm behind most live streams. You only hear me chat, hello, host and everyone, if I really want to. Otherwise, I'll be in the background. I'm listening. I'm jotting things down that bothers me, that I want to use to talk. Yeah, I do that a lot. So I'm reporting myself to you people. Sometimes I do that. Happy Mother's Day. Oh, thank you so much, AA. I said that today. I didn't see AA. I didn't see Funke. I didn't see Musisi. And I didn't see Spicy. Even though Spicy told me that Mommy, I'm not sure I'm there on Sunday, but some things happen and she's not here. And I didn't see AA. I'm like, hey, okay, no wahala. Next time. So I'm glad to see you. I don't even know whether I'm going to do live stream on Sunday or not, because we're going to be going away for the weekend. But if I will, it will be, if I won't, it will be in my community. I don't know whether we are coming back on that Sunday or, yeah, if I won't, it will be in my community. But I've been in the background right from about 12 minutes into the. My people, do you hear? Did you see that? Assuming I had said, in this my live stream sometimes, there's one lady that normally comes to this my live stream. I don't know if you know her. Her name is AA. I don't know what her full name is, but she comes in as AA. This lady, when she comes here all the time, you see, and then see them, my people, Chineke. See them all. All this, I was saying to them here that AA wasn't here. Spice wasn't here, Funke wasn't here, Musisi. When I came in, I saw Musisi saying hello, and he disappeared. I didn't see him again. As I was mentioning, my people, if you don't know Spice, it's up with Omadi and AA on this channel. Who do you know? They are class, they are in. Now, I'm going to be I'm rounding up. I'm not going to spend because of people coming in. But AA says she's been in the background since 12 minutes. So she got everything we did. She even saw the dance. Spice, I'm not going to do any dance. I wanted to do dance towards the end. But now that you're here, you missed all the dance. Preacher, we can fly if you want. You can fly if you want. You come to my live stream 2 hours late. You know that if others are forgiven, you're not going to be forgiven. You know that. Musisi, oh yeah, sure. Exactly. Be yourself. You know them all, don't you? Not be yourself. Be Joy Special. You know them. They say, Musisi, oh yeah, appear. Exactly. Hey, just appear. Spice appeared. Musisi, where are you? Now she wants to drop the link when we are rounding up. She didn't even sing Mother's Day song for me to dance. She didn't do anything. But what can you do when you have a daughter like this that you can't do? You don't know what to do. You just have to forgive. She said she dropped the link. Why would I? Why? That's what mothers do. Why would I not drop the link? I've dropped the link. That's what we do. No matter how much they upset you, you still have to, before they even say sorry, you forgive. That's what we do. I've dropped the link. Don't you see? Are you behind? She wants to come up and use style to cover her coming late. I've dropped the link. Can't you see? Is it not showing? Or are you refresh your thing? Obiana. My people, she don't come. Show your face, so
Nemo, Abukwa Nemune. Nemo, Abukwa Nemo, Mama. Nemo, Abukwa Nemule. Chukubiko Namo, Gazi Nemo, Nana Makao. Chukubiko Gazi. Ochedite Mama. Nagozie Nemo, Ochedike Nem. Nemo mama ọbụkwa nemule. Nemu nwego ọbụkwa nemule. Mụ na nemu se okwu ọbụkwa nemule. Chukwu biko na mụ gọzie nemu na nna maka o. Sweet mother, I not go forget you for this suffer where you suffer for me. Yeah. Sweet mother, sweet mother, oh, eh. Sweet mother, I not go forget you. the suffer where you suffer for me, yeah. Sweet mother, sweet mother, oh, eh. If I no chop, my mother no go chop. Eh. If I no sleep, my mother no go sleep. She no dey tire, oh, sweet mother. I no go forget the suffer when you suffer for me, yeah, yeah. Sweet mother, sweet mother, oh, eh, oh. Sweet mother, oh, sweet mother, oh, ew, my sweet mama. If I don't celebrate you today, who will I celebrate? If I don't honor you today, who will I honor? If I don't sing for you, who will I sing for? If I don't love you, who will I love? If I don't honor you as a mother, who will I honor? My sweet mother, the sweetest of all mothers, my pride, my covering as a mother. I adore you. I honor you today, sweet mama. My sweet mama.
People see me, I'm blushing now.
My sweet mother, the only woman. Calm down. Who be that? Calm down. Wait, let me finish with my mommy. My sweet mother, the only woman I will call anytime. And she will answer and put my head on her shoulder. And I will cry. She will let me cry. The only woman I will call and say, Mama, I need prayers. And she will back me up with her motherly prayer. Her strength is like none other. She's the covering I have. She's the wing I fly on. Without her wings, I would have fallen. She's such an amazing woman. Happy Mother's Day to the world best mother. Happy Mother's Sunday to the world blessed mother. Happy Mother's Sunday to the most beautiful, adorable mother, to the most God-fearing mother, to the most sophisticated mother, to the most honorable mother, a mother with integrity, a mother that has the fear of God, a mother with so much joy, a mother with a large heart, a mother that can take up every one of us without feeling weighed down, a mother that can stand in the altar of prayer and kabash and God will answer the prayer, a mother that is ready to let go of anything just so her children can be happy and satisfied. I honor you this day, mommy. You are blessed among mothers. May God continue to honor you. May God continue to bless you. May God continue to uphold you. May God continue to keep you in good health and long life for every one of us. I love you and happy Mother's Sunday to you.
Thank you, my dear. Thank you. Chai.
Welcome, be joy.
Ezigbo nne m, ya rukwe maka onye ga-emere m ka ezinne, ọ bụ onye ga-emere m ka mama m, maka na ezinne dị ụtọ. Oh mama, ezinne, anyị na-arịọ ka Chineke gozie gị, chekwa gị, nye gị ogologo ndụ na arụ isi ike. Ya rukwe maka onye jiri arọ ma ya azọ, were aka ya dịrị ọgụgụ, were suso n'ụtọ ya suse. Ọ bụ nne m, ọ bụ nne. Happy Mother's Sunday to you, special mom. You are so special. Your type is rare. May God continue to bless, sustain, and preserve you in good health, long life, and prosperity. In Jesus' name. Oh, yeah, sing Happy Mother's Sunday to Grandma.
Thank you. Lovely children. I see you all. Thank you. Thank you.
Greetings, everyone in the chat. Forgive my manners. I am just so excited. And you know now, the way to a mother's heart is just begin to sing her praises. Tell her all the beautiful things she has done for you and she will forgive you. Hey, mommy, I'm sorry for coming late. Yeah, I went somewhere.
Yeah,
Abracadabra.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
Starting now. I'm like, no, he has been laughing. Oh my God.
I'm sorry. I was rushing to meet up because if I don't have Wi-Fi outside, I can't connect. So it's only at my store that I can connect to Wi-Fi.
Yes. You look beautiful, though. My God. You look beautiful.
When I have a beautiful mommy, when I have a beautiful mommy like you. Musisi, where is Musisi? Is Musisi here? I've not seen Musisi. Let me see if he's in the chat.
When I logged on, I saw Musisi say hello before I even logged on. But since I logged on, I've not seen him. Maybe I don't know. So he's not here.
Yeah, MC Variety. Thank you. Health and fitness. Thank you, everyone. Happy Mother's Sunday to every one of you here, every mother, every woman here. I celebrate every one of you. Happy Mother's Sunday. Shall I just keep my rice, so? Keep my rice and fowl. Where is Funke and Musisi?
Musisi, I know what I'm saying. Honestly, when I was didn't type anything. I'm like, hey, no no Spice, no Funke, no Musisi today. What happened? And then as soon as types, then you came. It's like she's in London, you are in Brazil. But you just came together. Funke is in the kitchen. Yes, Funke is in the kitchen making the modern Sunday jollof rice. Yeah, that's okay. We're going to start out some stories like what modern Sunday used to be like for me when I was growing up and all the rest of it. So yeah, a lot of things. Maybe later on
I'll replay. I'll replay it so that I can hear all the discussion for today.
Yes. I'm glad I found my stories interesting. Thank you. Oh, yes, Tales by him. I don't know whether you all are connected with her. She does, when you're watching her stories, you just connect to the village and she shows us some of these village outfits and things in the village. It's really nice. Her stories are good. It reminds me of Things Fall Apart and all those novels that we read before. Yeah, thank you.
Tales by Emma. Okay, I'll check her out.
Yeah, check her out. I recently connected with her. Yes. So please
guys, if any of you connected with me, pardon me. Spice will be back very soon. In case I've not been visiting, I'll be back soon. Just you guys should just forgive me. I'll be back soon, very soon. Water. But in case you connected with me, I've not been coming to you. Why? It's not deliberate. Trust me.
Yeah. Yes. Yes, I'm
Mommy,
sure
I'll leave you to conclude, okay? I know you people have been here. Let me drop and let you conclude, okay?
Conclude now because you are almost 2.5 hours. That's enough. Yeah. But thank you. Thank you for coming to spice it up as usual.
Thank you, Mommy. I love you. Happy Mother's Sunday. May God continue to bless and keep you in good health and in long life. You are a blessing to us. I love you.
Thank you. Love you too. Bye-bye. Bye. My kids are waiting for the next upload. You see? Yes, it's really nice. I'm glad I connected with her recently. Yes. So my people, you can see how Spice came up and spiced the whole place up with a song. So let me play one more song. As I was singing this song and dancing, we're going to be logging out. Let us all dance out. And as we are dancing out, may you all have a blessed, fresh week. And as I said, I don't know about next Sunday because we're going to be somewhere over the weekend. But if I'm able to come back on time on Sunday, there'll be live stream. And we're going to do it again on this Ifechi Health and Wellness because there are other health things I want us to talk about. But if it's not going to be, it will be in my community as well. But I've enjoyed having all of you here. EMC's Variety, BJoy Special, my spicy, Tales by Imma, AA, who else? People have come and gone as well. Everybody, you are all appreciated. Wow, I didn't know because initially it was like just one or two of us, and then people started coming and going, and I appreciate you all. And I hope you all remember to give me a thumb up. Please give me a thumb up, and then Sissy lost palm wine a lot. Maybe he's tapping it himself today. That's why we didn't see him. So everybody, even those in the background, those in the bush, according to Goga, I don't think there's anybody in the bush here. But those in the background, I appreciate you all. Thank you everyone for being here today. And as I said, as we celebrate, we know that there are people who are not celebrating, but we can't because of certain people. I remember those days, people did not say, oh, because of these two who lost their mom in their teens, that we're going to celebrate Mothering Sunday. No, it's not going to happen. The life had to continue despite everything. So it's just for us to have that kind of thoughts for some people. That's all I'm saying. But we have to continue our life because that's how things, the life is. I remember when that man passed away with his wife and son, there was a party. Somebody did a party in his church, and people were talking about it and all the rest of it. And they felt that, well, it was very insensitive. He shouldn't have done that and all the rest of it. The thing is, when things happen, people still just continue their life as if nothing happens. But we should always obviously pay respect to people when things like that happen. But all I'm trying to say is that we have to try and live our life. Don't keep things and say, oh, I'll do it next year, because you don't know, you may not have next year. We are praying that God will keep us all alive to live to our ripe old age. But life happens. So we cannot, if anybody offends you or you have anything that is bothering you, address it. Don't say, when I see that person next month is too far. Even tomorrow is too far. Make sure you address them so you can have clear conscience and have clear mind. Spice it up. That's a lovely voice. Yes, she's got a lovely voice. Hey, better check if he has not been. So these people have come again. Oh yeah, well, I'm going to put this music because I'm dancing it. I'm logging out. Spice and AA can continue because sometimes when we finish, they continue. I don't know how it happens. Even though I've logged myself off, they say that they can still continue chatting to each other. I don't know. I didn't know it's possible, but anyway. Yes, I think Funke and some other people are on the way to rescue. Musisi, come and hear what is being said about you. I don't know where Musisi is, because when I came in, he was there. I said hello and everything, and then nothing else till now. Anyway, let's play this music, and as we're playing it, I'll dance out and log off. And by God's grace, we'll see next Sunday. If not, I'll drop the reason why in my community. But welcome me back properly. This week we are entering. Welcome me back properly from Nigeria. After that, we are now going to start our normal Ifechi family channel things. But I'm coming back this week. That's when you see all the unboxing, all the oha, all the granuts, all the palm oil that I came back with. I used that palm oil yesterday. What they're selling for us here, God help us. So what they're selling for us here, they say palm oil. Only God will help us. Okay. Happy Mother's Sunday to every amazing woman here. Yes, happy and blessed Mothering Sunday to every mother here, whether you have your own children or you don't. Every mother, every woman is a mother. And I appreciate you all. And I thank you so much for making this live stream so interesting. And as usual, I look forward to Sunday's live stream because we talk sense and we also have fun. So we spice it up and spice it up, came up and spiced it up even further. So thank you, everyone. We're going to be dancing out with this song. You're kidding me, Funke. This is dancing to dance out of the live stream, and you're coming now. The only way you'll be forgiven is if you're going to come up and sing for 2 minutes the Modern Sunday song. That's the only way you'll be forgiven. There are people who cannot be forgiven on this live stream when they do certain things. One is you, 2 is AA, and Spicy and Musisi, 4 of you. So Spicy has come up to rectify herself with a song. But for you, Funke, we are dancing out and we are coming in. My project, I understand, my dear. Don't worry, don't mind me. I know you're busy. I know that if you're not busy, you would have been here. So I fully understand. So don't worry. Don't worry, okay? Come and kneel down. I don't. Oh. Okay, my people, I'm logging off now. God bless you all. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. And by God's grace, we will meet next Sunday. Otherwise, it will be the following Sunday. But I'll leave the notification of my community. Bye, everyone. Bye, everyone. I'm logging off now. Love you all.